everybody, my name is Jonathan and welcome to Barely Unboxed. And today we have these controversial new Rainbow High dolls. These are a sort of reboot, in a way, of the first series main 6 Rainbow High dolls. And it says, as seen on Rainbow World, which is apparently going to be a new show. It's all kind of very confusing for everyone that's a fan of Rainbow High. So these now come with a pet. This one's name is Periwinkle. And then it says make slime, and then you can fill the pet with the slime, and the purse with the slime, and the shoes with the slime, which are right here. So she's not wearing any shoes in the package. It's kind of hard to see. So this is Violet Willow, and purple is my favorite color. This character, though, has never been one of my favorites. I think it's just her aesthetic isn't quite what I like, but I really actually like the way this one looks. I think she has a really cute face. I'm not too excited about this slime stuff because it's just not what I think of when I think of Rainbow High, even though that's how this brand started out. This is called a Rainbow High Fantasy Friends. This is a Series 2 one. And this one you make them drink, they spit slime, and you can put glitter by spraying it from the top of this. And there's 15 different friends. Now I did collect these. I thought these were adorable. These are characters that in the realm of Rainbow High, in the world of Rainbow High, Sonny Madison has created these characters called Fantasy Friends. And these were kind of like they came out around the time Rainbow High was just getting started. Rainbow High started out as a rainbow slime surprise dolls, and they were really big dolls with barely any articulation. And the whole thing was to make slime and put it in their clothes. And so it kind of seems they're going back to the roots of that with these dolls. But as you can see, their hands do not have any articulation anymore. So they've removed some articulation from the hands, from the leg. Here is the barcode for this one. I found this at Target. They only had this one, and they had a Maya Rain. Those were the only two they had on the shelf. And as you can see, there's no Poppy. There's no orange character. It's just red, yellow, green, blue, and then basically purple, and then rainbow. So it's kind of weird. And so there's a lot of controversy whether Poppy is gone or what happened to Poppy. They've changed the packaging for this to be a lot more colorful, which I do like because they are Rainbow High. And then it has her name on the side, and it says this on the back: in Rainbow World, your besties customize their fashion and pets with liquid rainbow sparkle slime for a magical one of a kind look. And as you can see, the fashions aren't quite as fashionable as they used to be. They're kind of getting away from that, it looks like. So let's go ahead and open this, and then we are going to do this too, just for fun. So, people I've already seen doing reviews for these, and everyone kind of has an opinion. And you know, I was watching Melissa over at Mommy's World. Or is it Mommy's World? I know her name changed after a while. But anyway, she mentioned that if they went from those original large, unarticulated, not very articulated, I should say, dolls to this, she's like, that would have blew my mind. And I agree. I definitely agree with that. But when you go from what we are used to having to this, it just kind of feels like we're getting ripped off a bit. These dolls do retail for about $25. I paid $24.99 at Target. Now, that's not a bad price, but I could do without the slime and the pet. I like pets. I mean, I collect Magic Mixies, and I love those because of what they are. Okay. And these pets are just a little weird looking. They look like the Poopsie Slime Surprise pets that MGA made. Now, she does come with a new comb, and they still come with a stand. So, I mean, there is that. I'm really happy they still come with a stand, and they still come with a comb, and the combs are different now. And, you know, maybe that's a good thing, because I have so many of those old combs. Now that I have her out, now I got one that had as little glitter on her face as I could get. And for some reason the glitter only starts at the nose and goes up the forehead. And I mean, if they were going to do glitter, I feel like they should have did it on the whole body and on the face and everything. You know, if we're gonna do glitter, let's do it. It's not half-assed, you know. So, a lot of people think they're trying to market the dolls more towards a younger audience. Some people think the MGA might be sabotaging their own brand because they want the Bratz dolls to be #1 again. And if that's the case, which I don't know if they would do that, but if that's the case, disappoints me, because Rainbow High is a brand that I fell in love with. I love Rainbow High. Now this comb is really cool. It's glittery and translucent. This end is supposed to be used to mix the slime. And it does have some initials right here. This is RH for Rainbow High. So I like that. It's nice and sturdy. The stand seems to be pretty much the same stand that we're used to. So that's good. And I do really, really appreciate how sparkly everything is. So I'm just trying to figure out the best way to get this out of here. This is the first time I've unboxed one of these new Rainbow High dolls, and I got so used to how the old ones would work, and now I gotta learn it all over again. So there is a lot of tape holding some tabs in, so that's kind of normal for Rainbow High. And let's just take all that off. Yeah, I really love how sparkly this box is. Like, I almost want to keep that and use it for some art project or something. I can make fairy wings with it or something really cool. Alright. This is a lot of tape. So I'd love to hear if you have any of these dolls and what you think of them. Or if this is your first time seeing the new Rainbow High doll in the way that they are going to go from now on. You know, I'd like to hear from you too. Now, it seems to be that they're not going to do the, you know, a lot of articulation like they used to do. So here is the bottom of her stand. And that goes in there like that. Oops. And then the clip just goes on the top. And it's standard Rainbow High stand that you're used to if you know Rainbow High. The comb is different, but All right, and then they still have these fasteners holding their head in, like 3 of them, which just seems really excessive to me. Okay. And that. There is a lot. A lot of stuff holding this in. It's kind of ridiculous. But that's how they get it so that it stays in place during transit. I just wish they would only do at least one in the head. Or strap something around their neck. Okay, her hair is a little crunchy. And it's really separated in the back. So I would say you want to wash that out and comb that out so that it's all one cohesive hairstyle. Unless you want to do pigtails. But even then, they don't really have the hair coverage for that. That's a little bit sparse in the back. All right, now that we got her out, let's take a look at her. I really like the soft makeup and the lips, and she still has the same color hair and the same eyes, and her head does tilt and turn. And I do have this kind of modified cheerleader to compare them. And you can kind of see the makeup is a little different. The eyelashes are slightly different. Even the eyes seem to be placed differently. Like I think like they might have a different head mold. The eyebrows are thicker on this new one too. So I got that other Violet secondhand from eBay, and she came that way. I can't tell if it's just a modified cheerleader. I think it is, but they took the makeup off of her cheeks or something like that, I'm guessing. So their legs don't turn from side to side anymore, but they do still have the double jointed knee, and they can move out. So you can sort of get a different pose if you move that leg out. No wrist articulation, and their hands are slightly different now. And then I don't know, it does still turn in the elbow, and it has full motion in the shoulder. So that's really nice. I mean, and they still have pierced ears, even though they don't come with earrings. So they're still using those same head mold. She does have a fake, I think it's fake. Yeah, it has Velcro in the back. It's like a fake shirt. And that was another thing I heard someone mention in another reviews with Ruby from this line, is that they wish this was a real shirt just tied around and then you could actually put it on them. And I totally agree. And then this has sequins all over it. Very Justice, as someone said, I think, too. The store Justice. All right, so let's put her in the stand for now. And we'll put her right here while I clean up my area a bit, because I have a lot of cardboard, and we need to get the rest of this stuff out so we can try the slime, which I did want to get done sooner than later because it takes a while apparently to set up. So there might be a cut in the video at some point just so I can get to that. I don't know how this... There's just so much tape on these boxes, and I'm probably not going to edit this out just so you can see how to how much work it takes to get one of these out of the box. Oh my god. Okay. And then this is just cardboard, so I think you can rip that. There we go. I mean, could you imagine being a kid and trying to get your doll out? There's just so much. Okay. Let's take a look at this pet. So, it kind of looks like a poodle with a unicorn horn. And it's very glittery. I mean, it's kind of cute. It's made out of crystal. I almost wonder if that was inspired by the Magic Mixies toys, because those are recently very crystally. And then apparently the head will pop off so you can fill it with slime. So now I don't know if I would fill that with slime and then leave it in there. I might take it out. And then the bag also opens up. So, I mean, you could just store things inside there. You don't have to put slime. But it's still very detailed. I like it. It looks like a chest. And then there's the glitter for the slime. And then the shoes. And those pop off so you can put the slime in them. You know, I would probably just put glitter in them. No slime. And then, you know, that would be a lot safer. Slime can get gross after a while. I've made slime before and then it turns to liquid. It separates. I do really like this crystal. I think that's pretty cool accessory. Like, you could use that with all kinds of other toy lines. Like, that would look really cool with Magic Mixies, which I have right here. They kind of look like they go together. So I like that. All right, let's look at the instructions before we get too far in this. And I do have some water and some paper towels. So it has a whole section about cleaning when you're done. Getting started, it says, before beginning, wash and dry hands thoroughly, which I did earlier. Then cover the play area to prevent possible water damage. So we got water. And we got paper towel. So we'll put that down and we'll put the crystal on there. Alright, so push up on the tab to open. Oh, there's a tab? Oh, I see. There is a little like tab. So that actually does make it open really easily. Okay, and then tear open the packet of slime powder, which I'm assuming is this very shiny, glittery package, which looks pretty cool actually. I'm actually going to cut it open. I don't want it to go very... Okay, it's very purple. So, very purpley. So I know that was kind of blurry, but it was mainly just showing you the color. Alright, and then pour cold water into the crystal shaker up to the fill line. Okay, so there is apparently a fill line. Oh, I see. Right here on the side, there's a little line. So we will do that. Okay. All right, and then close the crystal. All right, and then shake it, holding down on the lid. Rapidly shake the crystal for up and down for 1 minute. Oh, and it is leaking everywhere, just like everyone else said it would. So A whole minute? Jeez, that is a long, long time. So, what do you want to talk about? Let's bring my other violet in so you can kind of see them side by side. I gotta say, I really like the face on the new one better than that one. But I like the eye makeup on this one a little better because it has sparkly purple eyeshadow. Which, you'd think they would have done that to that. She just has a very white eyeshadow. But their hair looks exactly the same. This is starting to thicken up. You can hear that. So I'm going to call that and say that we did it for long enough. Okay. So now it says, let the mixture sit for about 15 minutes to allow the slime to thicken. And then you open the lid and use the spoon end of the comb to stir in the glitter. Or actually, they want you to put it in your hand and then stir in the glitter, but I'm not doing that. That's going to get glitter all over the place. So I'm going to put the glitter inside there and stir it in. I swear, I don't know why they... When it says add a little bit of glitter at a time. And then you fold the slime in half, and folding and pulling the slime until the glitter is thoroughly blended. And then you can fill the pet. It shows you how to do that. It shows you how to fill the bag and the shoes, and it also tells you to put it back in the crystal when you are done playing. So there you have that. Now let's put these accessories on her. I want to see what she looks like wearing the shoes without the slime. Okay. So there are the shoes. I think that looks cute. And then there's her bag. I think that she would look better without that on her. And you would just see this dress with all the sequins. And you know what? Let's try brushing her hair with the new comb and see how well these combs work. I really like how the comb looks like crystal. So I don't know how well this will work. I feel like it's mainly just pulling her hair out. So I really hate when they use so much hair gel, but I get it. They want it to look presentable in the package. So just kind of combing only the spots that have the crustiness right at the tips. Yeah, I feel like that's just making her hair so frizzy. I mean, her hair does look huge now, which is kind of nice. She has a lot of hair for how little they covered the head. I mean, it looks like once you get it brushed, it's definitely enough. But I would like to wash that and condition it and let it air dry overnight, because then I think she would look a lot better. So overall, if you don't, want to use the slime, you don't have to. No one will force you to use the slime. Now, I think she's a very cute doll for the price. I also think it's a good price still, even though she doesn't have the wrist articulation and the upper leg articulation. And what I'm talking about is there's this articulation here, which is, yeah, you can see there's a line that will spin around, so you can kind of get some more dynamic poses. And then, as you can see, the hands on the old ones had wrist articulation, and that was so that you could pull the hand off and allow for you to dress them easier. So I'm assuming, hopefully, that their outfits are a little easier to put on if you can't take the hand off. I mean, that's kind of assuming a lot. Alright, so let's open this up. I am really hoping that we get a new character. I haven't bought many of this series, and it does have... This series, the lid color kind of indicates who you're going to get on the inside. And let me show you the barcode on that. These are on Amazon. This was a Christmas gift from my parents, from my Amazon wish list. And I appreciate that so much because they're helping support the channel, and I really appreciate that. They don't go online much or watch YouTube much, I don't think. So just knowing that they why am I using the scissors like that? That's very dangerous. Should be using this. There's like a little seal that you cut. And then this is supposed to pop right out. There we go. And we don't really need that anymore. So there's what you get when you open it. I think the first series had labels around the outside, which was kind of cool. So you take the lid off, and then you have this thing that sprays glitter when you push it down. It does have a seal on it, so when you spray the glitter at first, it won't come out. So I did that on purpose so that we don't get glitter everywhere. And then I will show you how you're supposed to use that glitter. And I use this lid to mix the glitter in. And I'm not sure if they mention that in here or not. Alright. So you open that up and you get another bunch of blind package bags. Now this is the doll. These dolls don't have real hair like that, or you know, like the doll hair that you would expect. Alright, so do I have this one? I am looking at my collection. And I believe this is a new one, so I'm very excited. She is a lilac fairy. She has a lilacs in her hair. And the wings are really, really cute. Now, the head is a little squished down, so if you use a hairdryer on it, you might be able to fix it. They do have posable arms and posable legs, so they can actually sit down. And they're all like little babies, basically. And their packaging was also very sparkly. So it seems like they're going back to that whole sparkle slime era of MGM. And this series also really liked parody, which a lot of MGM toys really like parody. And then it also came with this unicorn spoon, which I believe is probably just from a Poopsie Slime Surprise, is why it has a unicorn. And this is where you put the slime when you're all done. Sparkle stick, glitter drums. It's a little bag that opens up. Alright, and then here's the checklist, which shows you all the different ones you can get. There are quite a few of these. They're all very cute. Come on, stop zooming in on the dolls in the background. There we go. Now we got this one right here. Hydrangea. So she's a hydrangea. And she has a diamond If you go up here, that means she's ultra rare. That's awesome. We got an ultra rare one. So, and there's the back of that. And it says 15 plus fantasy friends to collect, whereas on here, okay, it does say 15. I, for some reason, thought it said something else. Okay, so we don't need the checklist at the moment. Now, the way that you do these, they come with this drink that you put water in. And since she's an ultra rare, she comes with both, what is this? Rainbow Poof and Rainbow Shimmer. And then this should be her outfit. They do come with, they're very similar to LOL Surprise Minis, where they come with a little rubber outfit. And I really like these. I think these were really cute, and I wish they would have did a third series, but they did not. And I have quite a few of the first series. So there's her skirt. And then she has a little top that goes on. And because of their heads being the way they are, sometimes it's hard to get their clothes on. So there she is wearing her outfit. And by the time we're done with this one, this slime should be ready. Okay, so many instructions. And I remember saying in a previous video, I'm going to try to do shorter videos, and of course, all my videos are still really long, and I just can't get away from that. All right, so first of all, you take out the pacifier. So there she is. She just has a mouth to feed her drink. And then you take this and you put it in the water. And you take it all in until you fill the whole thing with water. And I did every single one of these because their heads are filled with slime powder, and you want to get that out. You don't want to keep that in there. Yeah. And then you want to leave the pacifier out to let it dry out too. All right, so then you just take this and shove it in there, and then very slowly put that water in. And then very similar to the slime crystal we just did, you put the pacifier back in, and then you shake it, shake for 1 minute. So it's pretty much the same time frame. All right. Oh, and she actually came with a third packet of sparkle. So there's sparkle, shimmer, and this one just says poof, whatever that means. Is it poof? P-O-U-F? I'm not sure what that means. All right. Now this doesn't thicken up until it's sat in here for a bit. And it shows you to do it in a bowl, but this thing works perfect, I think. I don't know if that was the intention. I think we're good. Now you take this out, and then you have to make them spit. Like, isn't that just lovely? I mean, that's... There you go. And it's really, really sparkly and purple. So, I don't know if I can get... There we go. It's very glittery already, and then they want you to add all this other stuff. And you really want to make sure you got all of it out of there. And then to clean out the doll's head, you just do this again. And while the slime is setting. So This slime also takes 10 to 15 minutes to solidify, to firm up. Okay, and then that helps clean it out, and you can just spit that back into the water. Now, you could do that a couple times if you want. I'm just going to do it the one time in the video at least. All right, so, and now that's all sparkly. All right, so now I'm going to add in all this stuff. So this is just more purple glitter. So lots and lots of glitter. So if you buy these, just be ready to make a mess, because you're probably going to make a mess. Then this is even more shimmery glitter. Which I think is really pretty. It's like this very fairy dust looking stuff. I almost spilled that everywhere. All right, and then this is sparkle, which are little purple stars. And it does tell you to add these a little bit at a time, but I just add them all in because why not? And then you want to stir it all together. And then you want to let that just kind of sit there. Such a mess. Such a mess. I'm going to have glitter for days here. All right. And then, if that isn't enough shimmer and glitter and sparkle, that's when you spray this on it when it's finally all solidified. So there we go. We'll put that over here. And we do not need, well, we do, no, we don't need the water anymore. So there you have her. Now these do stand if you get them posed just right. And they're really cute. And I love that we got a purple colored one to go with Violet over here. So we'll just put her there. In fact, that one might be like based off of Violet, because I know the whole thing is that Sunny makes these characters that are based off of her friends. Because there's one that looks like Poppy, there's one that looks like herself. All right, so this should be done. So let's, yeah, and it's very, very slimy. Oh, it's really slimy. Oh my. Okay. And the longer this sits, the more it will set. It's a little sticky still. Yeah. But we're going to just go for it and put the glitter in. Okay. And this does have a little pull tab. And then you can just empty all that glitter in there. And this is like bigger glitter than the other stuff was. And then you use the comb. You can kind of mix it in. They want you to do this in your hand. I've seen someone do it on another video, and the glitter literally goes everywhere. It gets stuck to your hand, which, why wouldn't it? I mean, it's sticky slime. Look how beautiful it is, though. It's very, very shiny. Yeah, I don't know. It's like they really want to push slime toys for kids, don't they? And what is the age limit on this, I wonder? 4+. And then if you look at another Rainbow High doll, I just happen to have this Shadow High Pinky James right here. They are also 4+. So, you know, I guess 4-year-olds like all those fashions. Or maybe they didn't, and that's why they changed the dolls. And they got away from the fashion, and now they're just going to have slime and pets. Because kids seem to love pets. So there is the slime. And then you're supposed to put the slime in the pet's head. Which... Trying to get the head off of this thing is a bit of work. So... Yeah, like, how do you separate the slime and put it in just parts? Oh my god, it's so sticky. I don't know if I want to ever do this again. Oh my god. Ugh. It has a weird consistency compared to other things that I'm used to with slime. Oh my god, it's really, really, really sticky. Okay. Ugh. Alright, I think that's enough for you, pet. And there you go. You can't even really tell there's slime in there. It just looks like something's inside it. Yeah. I don't think I'm a fan of that. I'm not going to put that in the shoes because I don't think I'll be able to get it out. I am just covered in glitter and slime. Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this. So we're just going to close that back up for now. Now let's see what's going on with this stuff. Yeah, it's still pretty wet, so I remember before when I did these, and because they're an older toy, it might take a little longer, but you can see it's really, really liquidy still, so we're not going to play with that, but I will show you how this works. So you pull that plastic off, and then you can, there's a lot in this thing. I think I might have got it all. There, you saw that a little bit. That adds even more like shimmer. So it's very shimmery now, very glittery, full of stars. Yeah, and then that you just put in this and you have slime to play with later. So that's how that works. I mean, I mainly... Oh, she is leaking everywhere. I mainly buy these because I think these are absolutely adorable. I mean, her wings are actually translucent. She's like a little fairy, and they have the real eyelashes and the inset eyes just like the Rainbow High dolls do. And she even has a little tendril of hair on that side, which is really cute. So let's bring her in for one more look. Now that we have glitter everywhere. And here's her pet, and her crystal, and her comb. So let me know what you think of these. If you have one, definitely tell me which one you have and what you think of it. Do you think these are good for the money still? Do you think they're worth it now that they have less articulation? I'd love to hear from you all. And thank you for watching. And, you know, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you aren't a subscriber, I would love for you to subscribe. And I post videos usually 2 a week, sometimes on Mondays, but mostly Wednesdays and Fridays. And hit that bell for notifications so you'll get notified every time I put a new video up, and then you can come watch it and we can hang out together. I really love you guys, and thank you for watching, everyone. Thank you for your support, and I'll see you next time. Bye.